I'm your host, Jeff Sart. We're going to take you behind the scenes with the craft distillers who are pouring their heart and soul into crafting the next version of America's spirit. This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers.
Welcome to this tasting edition of the Great American Whiskey Cookers. We are here in Riverside, Illinois, right outside of Chicago at Quincy Street Distillery, and we're tasting through a number of expressions. Derrick has treated us exceptionally well today, but we have one more that we're going to try, and I'm looking at two different bottles. They look like they're the same thing.
Yeah, they sort of are. So, like many of our expressions, we do different ages of the product.
Okay.
This is unusual from everything we tasted before because this is the only product we do not ferment on site.
Okay.
So this is our malt whiskey, 100% malt barley. It's called Golden Prairie, and that's because it's a collaboration between us and one of the early craft brewers of Chicago, Ted Furman, who had a brewery called Golden Prairie in Logan Square. They operated for 12 years, and one of their signature beer was an alt beer, which is a German style. And when he started working for us like 25 years later as an intern to learn how to do distilling, he wanted to make a whiskey from his alt beer mash bill.
Oh.
So we did that, and then we aged it for 2 years in a small barrel and released it, and that as Golden Prairie whiskey, and it sold out in weeks. It was a delicious American expression of malt whiskey. So we didn't make it again here because it turns out we don't have the right equipment. But it turns out he and then essentially started brewing again and said, hey, I can make the beer for you at the brewery, and then we can ship it over to you, and then you can make the whiskey. And that we did for almost 5 years. So this is Golden Prairie. This is the 4-year-old expression. I think it's what we're going to taste right now. I just put this bottle here because we've actually gone to the 5-year-old. This is done in 22-gallon, very light char, very heavy toast.
Okay. And that's the difference in the bottles.
No, they're both done the same way. This is 4-year-old, this is 5-year-old.
Yeah, okay.
This is good. This got released like a few days ago. This is better. We're going to taste this one first. If you want, we can taste the other one. If you don't want to.
What do you think?
You don't have to. Okay, so this is 4-year-old Golden Prairie.
And the proof on that? Oh my God, that's sweet. Jeez.
Yeah, this is lower proof because definitely 88 is 88 proof. Lower proof is traditional for malt whiskeys than it is for American whiskeys.
On the nose, that's super sweet.
Right. This had German beer malts in it, so it's not your...
That's completely different
Yeah.
than everything we've done so
Well,
far.
first of all, it's malt whiskey.
Right.
Second of all, it's even different from the Scotch because we're not using traditional distiller's malts. We use the malts that he uses for making the beers, and they are sweeter because they expect a little bit of residual sweetness to be left over for the beer, whereas distiller malt is actually specifically intended simply to do one thing, produce alcohol.
It's almost got this like cream aftertaste that you get from a cream, from like a vanilla cream almost.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's definitely
That
sweeter.
that hangs around.
The closest to this that I think you'll find on the marketplace, in my opinion, is something like Stranahan's, which is a Denver malt whiskey.
Right.
They age between 3 and 5 years in full-size cask and blend that. An excellent style of whiskey, I think. And I think ours is also a very nice whiskey.
That's very good.
But let's not finish here.
Let's try the
5-year-old, yeah. While we're...
Why not?
Why not? And this 5-year-old is the same barrel, same whiskey. It's just a little more time. I like this one better, but I can see why some people might prefer the 4-year-old. And that's because the 4-year-old, I think, is oakier, but more American. I guess it's getting closer to Scotch, so. Right, another year.
Yep.
It's definitely got more Scotch-like.
It has a little bit more of that, without all that peat to it.
No peat.
Yeah, no
More like a Highland malt,
but it has that thickness, that viscosity that you get from a very old Scotch.
Or the little 5-year-old small cask. Now, you might say small cask a reasonable thing to do. Even in Scotland, there's a history of doing what they call both full cask, which is 60 gallons, and half cask, which is 30 gallons. So I think this is actually an appropriate style, and I like this one best. I might eventually let everything go to be the 5-year-old.
Really?
See how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very tasty. It's got that malt. I can taste that malt and some of that chocolate comes through.
There's literally a little bit of what they call chocolate malt in there.
Yeah.
The darker malts are in there.
It's got a great mouthfeel to me.
Yeah, it's a lovely whiskey.
They both do, actually.
And you know, American malt whiskeys are just starting to take off in the craft industry right now. We are early members of the association that was created for American single malt whiskeys, and we're sort of advocating that
I have some single malt.
modification.
Yep, I have some single malt friends who I think would probably really, really enjoy this.
Right, absolutely.
Fantastic. That's great. Hey, if you're ever here in Riverside or in Chicago, swing up to Riverside, stop into Quincy Street Distillery, and check them out. I'm Jeff for the Great American Whiskey Cookers. Until next time, you can be good at it. See ya.